Lane, can you tell the world once and for all why you are always false starting?
Oh my God.
My coach tells me to.
You son of a gun.
I think
I
think all the 49ers fans out there are chomping at the bit to ask this question.
So coming into the league, all I saw was articles of the false start, me getting away with it, and I was like, it's about to be a long season.
Yeah.
And then I guess they mistook me for Juwan Taylor.
Shout out in the Super Bowl, Juwan Taylor. Yeah.
As you know, if we're late off the ball, the defensive end likes to get the tackle turned, and then a lot of bad things happen. So if we're not, 100-meter dash, that first 10, 20 isn't looking good, you're going to lose the race. So
yeah,
that's how I see it. When I got here, JP was the master at it. I was always slow, and they never called him. But he had a way of talking with reps.
One of the biggest mistakes that every young player makes is not getting off on the snap count. And that's any rookie – like Stout putting Lane on the spot.
Yeah, that's what I'm learning.
You learned it from JP, like you saad.
Yeah, but
the most important thing for any player is getting off on the snap count.
Do you think doing all these reps for 10 years with one person you might have an advantage over the defense?
I think so. I think so. Yeah.
It's the circle of life.
The other thing that drives me crazy, especially with you, is when they do it in slow motion. Because when you do it in slow motion, it looks like it's a worse difference than. But when you watch it in real time, most people can't tell.
They need to just put a laser on my foot and a laser on your hand, and that'd be the best way to do it.
Yeah, if you wanted to legitimately try and do that.
But there's about 5 of them I got away with Tampa Bay earlier. So
there was one in the San Fran game where I was actually late. You were on time on the snap count, which that probably would have been a false start.
For everybody out there, if you're late off the snap, it doesn't matter what you know, what you can do. You're done.
Mm-hmm. You got to keep the defensive end in front of you if you want to block them.
Yeah.
Once you get to your edge, you're fucked.
Yeah. Short pocket, booze, or sell signs in your house.
Who's the hardest guy you guys have had to block? Who's the best, and what makes him the best?
Vaughn, Micah.
I say Micah.
Micah took another step this year. He's been great, but he's even better.
Slippery,
yeah,
slippery. I think just like the best is Miles, just because he can move like a Parsons, but he's 280 and strong. And when you see some of how his bend and his angles he can get to, it's like whoa, he looks like something from another planet.
Would you rather play a player with incredible speed and agility, or a player with incredible power? Which one is the one you'd rather face?
I would rather face power.
Yeah,
power,
because you know what they're going to get, and then eventually, they do wear down by the end of the game, so it's not as effective.
Yeah, most guys. Well, that's the other thing. Yeah, you can only do power so much.
And so once
speed, it can happen every time.
Yeah.
Most guys don't have power and speed to like that extent. Like if you have extreme power, usually that's what you're doing.
Miles got both.
That's what I'm saying. There's two guys that can.
Miles Garrett.
Oh yeah,
you're right. A few guys that can set the edge and be a
right.
pass rusher. Like I think Cam Jordan was a great example. For all those years. Just because he was 290, was doing all these things.
Dwight Freeney just got inducted into the Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Dwight.
Yeah. Speaking of Dwight. My shoes were untied on the play. Hey, he tied them up. He tied them up with a spin move. I wound down on the ground and touched my toes. I just tied my shoes. Back to the hole.
That is funny. That's funny as hell.